Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. You guys know I love transfer portal season, the chaos, the guys that go into the portal, the guys that come out of the portal, all the rumors that start circulating all over Twitter, tracking those down, see if there's any truth to some of these rumors. We got another rumor that we're going to get into that's got some Georgia fans upset on Twitter. We'll talk about that. But what we've been talking about the last week or two, you go back right after the Vanderbilt game, we're talking about the offensive line. What if we can just get Cooper Mays back in 2024? How much better will this offensive line be if you've got that anchor out there? All signs, all rumors, all speculations indicate that Cooper Mays is going to be back in 2024, along with Javonte Spraggins. We've already seen the confirmation that John Campbell Jr., the epic announcement video that he put out on Twitter, he will be back for 2024. We've also seen confirmation from Gerald Mincey that he's going to be back in 2024. That leaves one hole on the offensive line, and that's at the left guard position. And I think that Carrick's going to be back for 2024. But what if we could upgrade that left guard position? I don't know. What if we could add a second-team All-American to that left guard position? Again, a lot of speculation. We're going to get in and talk about why in just a second. But as always, I need you guys to do me a favor and smash the thumbs up just below this video. It is quick, it is free, it is easy, it helps the channel, and I would appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we're not media. We don't talk at you here. We talk with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live later tonight here in just a few hours, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be playing NCAA football on the Xbox 360, but we're also going to talk all things Tennessee football. Come hang out and join us for that. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing Talkin VAWLS Live also and breaking down all the rumors, all the news throughout the week for the recruiting trail, for the transfer portal, everything you guys want to get into, we'll get into Wednesday night. So what Instagram post has the Georgia fans up in arms, worried, concerned? They say our pets' heads are falling off. You know, that's something we've been saying the last week or so. Now it sounds like some Georgia fans are concerned. This is tracking down the rumor mill. Here's the post. You go to Instagram. You see Georgia offensive lineman post a picture standing under the Vols logo. Tate Ratledge, offensive guard for the University of Georgia. Now, interesting story. You may be saying, okay, who cares, Boogie? It's showing him underneath a Vols sign. What's the big deal? He's posting this on Twitter. Nobody cares. Well, if you go back and you take a look at history, Tate Ratledge is a guy that grew up a Tennessee fan. This is from an article at dognation.com. It says Ratledge was raised a Tennessee fan, so the junior guard naturally respects the infamously raucous environment. Ratledge actually sparked some midsummer controversy among the fan base when he dubbed Neyland Stadium the best stadium in the SEC. Well, I don't think that should cause any controversy. I think Tate Ratledge knows exactly what he's talking about. He goes to Instagram, posts a picture of himself inside a Neyland Stadium. Sounds like a guy with good taste. Let's go on and continue to read the article. You can take a look at the profile there on the screen. He is a guard. He's 6'6", 322 pounds. But back to the article. Here's the quote from Ratledge himself. He says, I think it's something as a competitor, it's what you look forward to, going into an amazing environment that almost every SEC team has. He says it's you against the world, basically, when you go into a place like that, and I think that feeling as a competitor is amazing. The article goes on to say Ratledge still maintains a personal connection to the Tennessee program. Volunteer center Cooper Mays acknowledged his continued friendship with Ratledge on Tuesday, a friendship that began while the two linemen were both highly touted recruits. Goes on to say his respect for Tennessee doesn't end with his personal ties, though. He's also complimented the Volunteers defensive front Tuesday night. Goes on to talk a little bit about football, but again, grew up a Tennessee fan. Still has that relationship with Tennessee center Cooper Mays. Now, as far as a player is concerned, you can see, again, the on-3 profile there on the screen. Coming out of high school, he was a four-star prospect. He's proven it in the SEC. 2020 redshirt year. 2021 started at right guard in Georgia's season opener, but then he ended up injured in that season. 2022 started at right guard in 14 out of 15 games. 2023 second team All-American by the AP and coaches All-SEC first team selection. Started 12 of the 13 games at right guard. Did miss the season finale against Georgia Tech due to an injury, but a guy that's proven it. A guy that's done it at the elite level, a guy that's done it in the SEC. He's a guy that if there were any truth to these rumors, if there was cause for the Georgia Bulldogs to be concerned, he would come to Tennessee and immediately be the best offensive lineman. Hands down, no questions asked. He would be an immediate upgrade at that guard position over Carrick. But again, it's rumor, it's speculation. What say you in the comments section? You think it's just a random picture? Do you think Tate Ratledge is trolling? Do you think Georgia fans are freaking out over nothing? Now, he's a guy that was rumored in 2020 to be entering the transfer portal, went to Twitter and shot that down pretty quickly. So he's not in the portal right now, but the post goes up on Instagram. Georgia fans freaking out. Sometimes we talk about our fan base and how we panic over anything and everything, but now we are seeing the Georgia Bulldogs panic. We'll see if anything comes out of it, but I want to take a look at another target that is in the transfer portal. Austin Price over at VolQuest.com confirmed that this is a target that Tennessee would look at, Fadil Diggs at Texas A&M. And again, I made the video earlier today, right, talking about five-star recruit Dominic McKinley, defensive lineman in the class of 24. If you missed that video, go back and give it a watch. But one common theme here with these defensive linemen from Texas A&M that are entering the portal, or a kid like McKinley who is a class of 24 high school kid, the coaching turnover has impacted those guys, and Jimbo Fisher is one thing, but these defensive linemen, they have that relationship with Elijah Robinson. He was the defensive line coach, co-defensive coordinator at Texas A&M. Now he's the defensive coordinator at Syracuse, and you can see there on the screen from On3, they've got a heavy lean towards Syracuse, but Tennessee, Tim Banks, Rodney Garner, they are going to be looking at Fadil Diggs, seeing if they can give him an offer. He's a guy that he is 6'5", 260 pounds. He's a junior. 2020 was his redshirt year. 2021 played in all 12 games. 2022 he was actually a team captain, started all 8 games he appeared in while battling through injuries. And then 2023 as a junior had started all 9 games, serves as game captain over New Mexico and ULM. You can go take a look at his numbers for 2023. Had 36 total tackles, 4 sacks. A year ago, he had 28 tackles and 3 sacks. But again, this is a kid that Tennessee is looking to target. The scouting report on him, along with ideal frame for a pass rusher off the edge or an outside linebacker in a 3-4 defense, carries his weight like he's 220, athletic and plays with attitude. I like the attitude. I like that dog. You're going to play on the defensive line, you better have some dog in you. And I think we need more of that on this football team. Says explosive first step with speed to get around the edge, bends at the knees and has shoulder to dip and get around the corner. Length makes it difficult for offensive tackles to engage. Extremely coachable, can hold the point of attack. Goes on to say must develop moveset and work on technique. Again, this is coming out of high school. Says he relied on speed and athleticism too much, has to utilize combinations when pass rushing. A multi-year starter at a top 20 program, should develop into a third-round NFL draft pick. So that's the scouting report on Fadil Diggs. Again, confirmation from VolQuest that Tennessee is going to be reaching out. They are going to be contacting him. What do you guys think? You know, we talked about when Jordan Seaton ultimately chose Colorado. Shocked the world, right? Goes to prime time, wants to go play for Deion Sanders. Best of luck to that kid. Tennessee had a pretty fat NIL deal on the table. If there is any truth, if there is any reason for Georgia fans to be concerned about Tate Ratledge and his post about Tennessee, his relationship with Cooper Mays, would you spend that money on a proven offensive guard? We're seeing a lot of traction with wide receivers in the portal. We're seeing a lot of traction with tight ends in the portal. We're seeing a lot of traction with defensive line, offensive line, wide receiver, tight end. There's no traction in the secondary. I made a video on the kid from UCLA a couple of days ago. Sounds like that ship has sailed. He does not have interest in coming to Tennessee. And the secondary is where you've lost the most players. And I get it. You're trimming the fat. Somebody left a comment earlier on the video and said, Boogie, how are they trimming the fat if there's no steak, if there's no meat left in the cupboard? What are they going to do? That's a good question. We're targeting defensive linemen, tight ends, wide receivers. When are we going to target some guys in the secondary and actually improve this Tim Banks defense going into 2024? Having some fun with this one. A lot of rumor, a lot of speculation. Is there any meat on the bone? Any positive news coming? You guys think Tate Ratledge could ultimately end up in the portal? What do you think about Fadil Diggs as a prospect coming off the edge? Jump into the comment section and let's talk about it. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merch. You guys know where. That link is just below the video. Shout out to you members. I need you members of the channel. You guys keep this thing rolling. If you like the content, the videos, the live streams, hit the join button down below. And for $1, you support what we're trying to do on this channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you guys tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll play some NCAA football, but we'll have a good time hanging out as well. That's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.